Hello, friends. Shobha Bijoya to you from Kolkata, Bengal. Durga Puja ended with a flourish followed by Lokhi Puja. So I wish you well. May you have a prosperous and fulfilling year ahead. Durga Puja is all about Shakti, fight and victory of good over evil. In our own selves, we need to fight against fears and doubts which unnerve us at times and stop us from being our most powerful self. In my previous episode, I spoke to you about self awareness and how important it is as a meta skill of the 21st century. I also spoke to you about how we can have a better insight about ourselves, our values, our passions, the patterns of behavior that we have, and what impact we make on others. Today, I'm going to talk to you about emotional regulation strategies. Now, once you are aware of yourself, of who you are, how can you regulate your emotions? So, the first step you have to take is identify your emotions. In other words, recognize the emotion that you're feeling and label it accurately. Is it stress? Is it frustration? Or is it excitement? Is it enthusiasm? So, once you have pinpointed the feeling that you are experiencing, the next step is to understand and accept that emotion. Now, our emotions can be positive and negative, but they are your emotions. So learn how to accept them. Take ownership of your emotions, be they negative or positive, because even negative emotions are valid and part of the human experience. Where there is light, there is shadow. Where there is day, there is night. So even our negative emotions are part of the human experience, and there is nothing to be ashamed about any of these negative emotions. If you feel any of these negative emotions, you don't have to feel guilty or ashamed. Self-awareness helps you to be non-judgmental, helps you to accept these emotions without judging whether they are right or wrong. They are part of what you are experiencing because of external stimuli, or could be the internal emotional baggage that you are carrying due to earlier experiences that you have undergone in your childhood or growing up years. Okay, so the next thing which I would like to speak to you about is how can you regulate your emotions? The first question you have to ask yourself, is your mind full or are you mindful? Now listen very carefully. Is your mind full of negative thoughts, right? Fears, self-doubts, unworthiness. Am I enough? Can I do this? And the other side is that you are living in the present. You are mindful. So rather than living in your subconscious, live in the present moment. Live today, not yesterday. So some of the things you can do, which most coaches, trainers, psychologists speak about, is take up a mindful practice. In other words, engage in mindful techniques which help you to be in the present, such as deep breathing. Now, we take our breath for granted, right? But COVID showed us that that breath could be taken away from us at any moment. And people who suffer from long COVID still have breathing problems. Remember, breath is life. So learn how to enjoy that breath. Learn how to breathe in and then breathe out. Breathe out what? Breathe out your fears. Breathe out your low self-esteem. Breathe out your self-doubt. And what are you going to breathe in? Breathe in your confidence. Breathe in gratitude. Breathe in compassion. Breathe in all the empowering emotions so they become a part of you with each breath that you take. Be grateful for life, that you are today whole, healthy, and breathing. Meditation. You can follow different kinds of meditation. They can begin with something which is very, very basic, like immersing yourself in sound. When you get up in the morning, just immerse yourself in the sound around you. First, what is going on in your room? Maybe the buzz of the fan or the AC. And then gradually you shift your attention outside, to the world outside, maybe the chirping of the birds, the bark of a dog. So immerse yourself in the sound around you. And what is that going to do for you? It will help you to focus and concentrate on the here and now, and not live in your mind where all the fears and doubts and low self-esteem dwells. These practices can help you reduce emotional reactivity. Now, the next thing you can do is record your emotions. So you must have heard of gratitude journaling, where you write down 3 things that you're grateful for every day. This is slightly different. This speaks about what you are feeling. So record your feelings. What are the triggers? And how do you respond to that trigger? So when do you get angry? What provokes anger in you? Record that. When do you feel loving? What triggers that emotion in you? When do you feel excited? What triggers that emotion in you? So start journaling all these different emotions: happiness, sadness, right? Joy, hope, excitement, or a sense of sluggishness and laziness. So what triggers these emotions? Record them. And how will that help you, my friends? That will help you to get clarity about your pattern of behavior. How do you show up to the world? Is there a consistency in how you react to stimuli or to external situations? So this will help you to get an insight into the pattern of how you react to different situations in your life. It could be a relationship, at home or at work. It could be your health. It could be your career, right? So it could be anything, any area of your life where you get a better understanding of yourself, and that will improve your emotional reaction. So, and emotional regulation, both. So, what am I trying to make you understand today is that how you can shift your existence from being mindful to being mindful. Now, which is better, do you think? I would love to know. When your mind is chaotic with all kinds of thoughts, or when you are still, centered, calm, to be able to take important decisions in your life. Self-awareness also helps you to practice self-management. And one of the important ways to manage yourself is to manage time. One of the most important problems we have is that we are not able to manage time, and therefore we are not able to do the things that we want to do, how we want to do it. So self-awareness helps you prioritize your tasks and set realistic goals. When you set realistic goals and you schedule your tasks, you are able to work more effectively, more effortlessly, and with greater enthusiasm, because each small task, when completed, will give you a sense of victory, and that will grow your confidence and self-esteem. Self-awareness also encourages you to reach out when you need. When we need some help from someone, sometimes we feel very small. We feel that what will they think of us if we ask for help? But remember, we have strengths and we have weakness. Our friends, our neighbors, our near and dear ones, members of your family, also have their strengths and weakness. So why can't we synergize our strengths and weaknesses in a way where I complement someone's weakness and they complement my weakness? So it's a win-win situation for both. So create a support network with whom you can collaborate, with whom you can seek support and help. And that will be a great boon and a blessing. And that will help you to feel stronger, because you know that there is a hand ready to reach out to you, just as you are ready to reach out to someone else who needs your help. Self-care, my friends, is very important. I speak always about my program, Nourish to Flourish. Nourish to flourish. Nourish in body, mind, and spirit. Nourish your body through exercise, through a balanced meal, proper food. Don't miss out meals. Don't forget to have sufficient water and sufficient rest. So these things, along with your sadhana or some sort of meditation, some sort of breathing practice, will help you to stay calm, right? It will help you to maintain both your physical being as well as your mental being at an optimum level. Self-awareness also is important. It helps us to regulate our own emotions, especially when we have made mistakes. Now, what happens when we make a mistake? We just feel so low. We begin to blame ourselves, right? We feel depressed, we feel anxious about what is lying ahead of us. So, what can you do to turn that around, to flip around that situation from hopelessness to one of hope? What I do when I make a mistake or something has gone really wrong in my life, I sit back and I reflect on what went wrong. What could I have done better? And that helps me to bounce back, to be more resilient, and to adapt to the situation. So practice learning from your setback. See it as a point to show you where you went wrong. And from there you can course correct and move on with certainty that what I am going to do now is in alignment with my values, and therefore it will be best for me. So this will foster both resilience in you and adaptability. Challenges come in our life day and night, right? Let us not go under those challenges. Let us rise above those challenges. Now, how can we rise above those challenges? Is if we look at those challenges as opportunities for learning and growth. So, this awareness about who you are, where you are at this moment, and how you can evolve into a better person, more in control of your life, will help you to acquire what is called a growth mindset. And in tough times, which will come, my friends, you will be able to hold your head high and maintain a positive perspective. But remember, continuous self-reflection is the name of the game, and that will help you to enhance your emotional regulation and resilience. So today I'm just going to teach you, or rather I'm going to speak to you about only these few emotional strategies which you can adapt, which you can adopt, which you can imbibe to regulate your own emotional ups and downs. I hope you liked what I shared with you, and I would like you to take at least one commitment, to make one commitment that you're going to do one of these things to move from being mindful to becoming mindful. So the first thing you can do is digital detox. Something very easy. Keep a certain time of the day or the week when you're not going to touch your mobile or surf the net or do anything where external stimuli bombards you. Instead, you're going to practice some technique of mindfulness, such as deep breathing, body scanning, or just sound immersion. So how about that? Are you game? Great. So wait for my next episode when I will share a few more emotional regulation strategies and show you the benefits of following these to become stronger in body, in mind, and in spirit. So till then, friends, so long, wish you well, and do like, subscribe, and share this video, because you never know, it may help someone who needs it today and now. This is Viji Bose, author, speaker, podcaster, Rotarian, and always a teacher, signing off. Bye.